Everything unfolded so rapidly that it felt like a dream, a surreal blur of events that I could barely process. Once I managed to gather my wits, I emerged from my room and headed straight for the front desk, urgency propelling my steps. Oddly, the guy at the desk appeared unfazed, his demeanor casual, as if he hadn't heard a thing. The absence of any other figures in sight was eerie, to say the least. In a nutshell, it seemed that my plight had been dismissed and the perpetrator had gotten away scot-free. All my belongings had vanished, and none of the authority figures I approached exhibited an iota of fear or surprise. I was met with indifference, an unsettling notion that perhaps this was par for the course, and the expectation was that one should fend for oneself. The box I'd encountered turned out to be empty, revealing a crafty ruse designed to pilfer from unsuspecting guests staying at the hotel. Yet, it was the moments just before the assailant fled that played on a loop in my mind. The rage burning in his eyes, his gun poised, ready to fire without a second thought. I often wonder why he didn't pull the trigger. Was it possible he sees that a mere robbery would raise no alarm, no pursuit? The unanswered questions linger, though one thing's for certain: I won't be making the mistake of staying at a budget hotel in a sketchy neighborhood ever again. This incident transpired during one of my work trips, a journey that took me to Miami, a vibrant city known for its bustling nightlife and lively party scene. As an employee of an insurance company, I found myself winning a coveted trip to one of our prominent locations. Accompanied by my boss and a few colleagues, we embarked on this business-come-pleasure escapade. Days were devoted to work-related endeavors, leaving our evenings open for leisurely pursuits, a chance to explore the city's offerings, unwind by the hotel pool, or experience the eclectic bars dotting the landscape. On the penultimate night of my stay, with a relatively free schedule awaiting me the next day, a coworker and I decided to hit up a trendy bar on First Street. The allure of Miami's renowned nightlife, characterized by its energetic vibe, drew us in. As I stepped into the bustling bar, the vibrant atmosphere transported me back to my college days. Although I wasn't that old, having been out of college for a few years had somewhat dulled my sense of youthful exuberance. As the night progressed, my coworker and I found ourselves immersed in the celebratory spirit, indulging in shots and embracing the carefree ambiance. The camaraderie flowed naturally, and our interactions with fellow patrons ignited a sense of excitement. Drinks were shared, laughter echoed, and connections were forged. It was during this time that I encountered a young woman who, surprisingly, seemed interested in me. Striking up a conversation, we discovered common ground, our shared vacation status setting the tone for an enjoyable encounter. Amid the revelry, I couldn't help but be flattered by her attention, and her self-sufficiency. Purchasing her own drinks intrigued me further. As the clock struck 2 a.m., an invitation to her nearby hotel was extended. Hesitation mingled with anticipation, and I ultimately agreed to embark on this adventure. While my nerves tugged at me, I decided to seize the moment, embracing the spontaneity that vacation affords. We hailed an Uber and arrived at her upscale hotel, where we continued to indulge in each other's company. Conversations flowed, barriers were broken, and events eventually unfolded. Afterward, in the afterglow of our encounter, a shift occurred. My companion's attention became fixated on her phone, and I detected an unsettling change in the atmosphere. Seeking refuge in the bathroom to regain my composure, I began to notice signs of the unexpected. A key card slid into the lock of the room door, initiating a sequence of events that sent shivers down my spine. The gravity of the situation began to dawn on me as I realized I was not alone. Quickly dressing, I formulated a plan to leave surreptitiously. My shoes remained behind as I grasped my phone and wallet, every fiber of my being urging me to flee. Emerging from the bathroom, I was met with a sight that chilled me to the core. A massive figure loomed before me, a man of considerable stature. His voice, chillingly calm, punctuated the air as he aimed a gun in my direction, instructing me to exit with an air of authority that left no room for debate. With adrenaline coursing through my veins, I retrieved my shoes and made my escape, my heart pounding in my chest. As the door closed behind me, silence enveloped the room, the encounter rendered all the more surreal by its abrupt conclusion. My emotions a chaotic whirlwind, I entered the elevator, fumbling for my key card to access the safety of my own room. To my dismay, upon opening my wallet, I discovered a disheartening truth. My cash, credit card, debit card, even my gift cards had been surreptitiously taken. The realization was a gut punch, leaving me grappling with the magnitude of the situation. In the aftermath, I spent the ensuing hours canceling my cards, acutely aware of the financial implications that would color the rest of my trip. The following day, I recounted the events to my boss and colleagues, met with a blend of empathy and amusement. The passage of time has lent a semblance of humor to the experience, a tale to be retold with incredulity and laughter. Still, lingering questions remain, and one theory posited by a friend serves as a haunting reminder of the dangers I narrowly escaped. The possibility that the encounter had been orchestrated as a trap, with my companion preying on my trust, took shape in my mind. The pieces seemed to align: her sudden preoccupation with her phone, the unexpected intrusion, and the unexplained absence of conflict after my departure. It's a thought I strive to suppress, a specter of uncertainty that occasionally surfaces. Moving forward, I've adopted a more cautious approach, mindful of my surroundings and the decisions I make. The episode serves as a sobering reminder that even in the allure of spontaneity, a measure of vigilance is essential for safeguarding oneself from potential pitfalls. Thank you for joining us for this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Goodbye.